it's Lisa. I want to make a special card today, an anniversary card. And I'm going to be using Stampin' Up's new Blooms and Wishes set. This is a photopolymer set. It's the first one I've had from Stampin' Up. And so we're going to do several flowers, and these are designed to be where you stamp in one color and then add the centers in other colors, and you've got your leaves and things to go around that. It's going to be a little bit larger card than normal. I have cut out with the silhouette this bracket or frame rather, and then I've got my you and me to go on there as well, and I'm going to use a thicker that has the ampersand symbol on there. So this will be part of my text for the front of the card, and then I want the flowers to sort of come out from that. I also want to use one of the doilies to go around the edges, probably in two corners, so it's going to be kind of a diagonal looking card. So to kind of mark where my flowers are going to go by my pencil, I'm just going to lay this here about there. Kind of mark this corner and this corner, so I'll know that that's where my little label's going to go, and then I can work my flowers around that. So I've got some different colors of ink out here, some current colors and some older colors from Stampin' Up. This is for our wedding anniversary. It's a little more feminine card than I would normally do to give to my husband, but it's their 15th anniversary, and I really want it to be, kind of focused on the wedding and the colors and something a little bit more formal this year. So I'm using colors that we used in our wedding. He probably doesn't remember that, but I do, and I want to use those for the different stamps. I think I'll get my pad here to stamp on. So that gives me a little bit better surface. That looks pretty. In the Wisteria Wonder. So let's zoom in here a little bit. Try out some of these other colors. Most of these are the older style pads. The newer style stamp pads do work a bit better, I think. And I've never had a lot of luck with Bashful Blue, but I'm getting a decent impression today because I want something kind of soft. I say I've never had any luck. I had it in the craft, and then I had it in the regular pad, and even re-inking it, it just never seems to come out that good. I really need to try one of the new pads and see if I can do something with that. Now this was a color called Bordering Blue, and I should have remembered that it's kind of a dark gray. It was really a little too dark, so I ended up using it for the centers of the flowers. And I want to add some greenery here. This is sort of reminding me of my bouquet. I had a little bit more true purples, and I had some whites in there, but since I have white on my background, I'm not going to do that. But this Mellow Moss is making a really pretty accent with just one of the greenery pieces at this point. Kind of see how it's all coming together. And I think that was Baja, and I'm going to add quite a bit of it. And maybe a different greenery piece. And the nice thing about this set is you can just sort of add the pieces in and layer as you wish. And so I would imagine you get different looks each time. Be looking forward to playing with that some more. And I know I want to do just a touch more Wisteria Wonder before we're done, because I have that one flower and I need to add just a few more flowers in that color. The one thing I think that's missing in this set is there's not a small center to go in just something to do a little tiny center. So I'm going to use a marker here in a few minutes for that. I do think I want to add a little bit of inking around the edges. So I'm adding a little bit of the Wisteria Wonder around the Wisteria Wonder paper. and it was a little too dark, I thought, to go around the white, so I ended up using some Baja Breeze around the white. And that way it'll show up a bit better when it lays on the doilies. I also trimmed down one edge because I had it, I just didn't have flowers going all the way to the edge. And at this point, I'm kind of building my card from the center out. I haven't even decided on a final card size. All right, and I'm using a marker, a River Rock marker. That was the color of greenish ink that I had used there for the flowers, so I'm just using that marker. It said Mellow Moss a while ago. I can't remember if it's Mellow Moss or River Rock, but one of the others what I used for my little flowers. And then I'm putting some dots in, and I put a few pearls on, like one of the samples they had in the catalog, I think had some pearls put in these flowers, so it's real pretty. And then I put the doilies in the corner, but I felt like this background, this Mellow Moss background, was a little bit too plain, so I have a background stamp from Basic Gray, or Hero Arts, I think it's both, Hero Arts, Basic Gray combo. And I'm going to put some ink on this just to sort of give the paper a little bit of interest. And so I'm covering up so much of the background I don't have to be super fussy about how it stamps, but it stamped pretty well. Except I got quite a bit of ink on my fingers. In future, I would glue the doilies to the centerpiece and not to the background first. That would have helped with placement. And so now you can see the finished card. And from the Blooms and Wishes set from Stampin' Up! So thanks so much for joining me today.